Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I don't really have a plan for today's video. I more just wanted to get on here and show you more what I do on the everyday basis. When I say that, I'm talking about those mornings where my alarm goes off at 4:30 a.m. and I have to be to work. And you know what happened? I pressed the snooze. And now I have 5 to 10 minutes to do my face. This is also kind of the standard look of what I do in a lot of the reels that you have seen recently, a lot of the reels and the TikToks that I've made. So if you guys follow me on there, I've gotten a lot of requests actually to show this makeup routine as well. So I'm like, really? It's so basic. You want to see this? In my everyday life, I really don't have time to sit down and do like a full face beat. There are the days where I'm able to do it. Trust me, I do it. I love doing it, but most of the time I don't have the time. Before we get started, I do have a couple of new skincare products that I want to talk to you about. I worked this morning, so I just washed my face off and my skin is feeling a little tight because I haven't finished my skincare routine. I wanted to show you a couple of new products. Okay, so the first product is the Clarins Extra Firming Mask. It retails for $79. What it is it's the first relaxing anti-aging mask containing a blend of organic green banana and lemon thyme extracts to help promote the appearance of elasticity and firmness and revive radiance. It visibly minimizes stress lines and wrinkles for younger looking skin in just 10 minutes. Smoothing cream gel texture, delight mauve color, and relaxing aromatic plant extracts smooth the senses for a wonderful feeling of well-being. So how to use the Clarins pressure point method. It helps relax features and relieves tension lines in the face. Smooth a generous amount over clean face and neck. Using fingertips, apply pressure for 10 to 15 seconds to the 3 areas of tension. After 10 minutes, or remove excess product, tissue soaked in Clarins toning lotion, or massage into skin as an overnight mask. So obviously this is more of a PM use, which is more what I would use it. I would use it as that PM mask, but obviously, like I said, I just did skincare and it's only been on my skin for a couple of minutes, and just the overall feel, I can definitely feel the overall hydration and plumpness that already happened. That like tight feeling that I said I had from washing my face and washing my makeup from this morning off is gone. When I have used this, I use this at night. I put on, like when it says a generous amount, I put on a generous amount. So I'll put like that first layer on with like 1 scoop of the scooper and then I'll go in with a second scoop and then really just like layer that up. When I go to bed, I love to just slather products on and just let my skin soak it in while I sleep, and I wake up and my skin is so soft and nice. So I've really been enjoying this. Like it said, it has an aromatic experience and it smells like heaven. You can see, I mean, I haven't had it for very long, but when I love something, I love it. And this is so good. So good. So I'll have the links to this one down below. So the next product is the Clarins Hydra Essential Lip Balm. This retails for $25. It's perfect for winter weather. Hydra Essential Moisture Replenishing Lip Balm hydrates, protects, and nourishes. It's a super quenching lip balm with soothing Blue Lotus essential wax. Gets lips into soft, smooth, kissable condition. Luxurious melting formula moisturizes, nourishes, and helps protect. Lips recover their natural rosy glow and are visibly plumper all day long in any environment. So you can use this day or night. If you're gonna use it in the day, they just say to smooth it over. You can put some lipstick on top of it. But if you're gonna use it at night, apply a thick layer to lips for an intensive moisture treatment while you sleep. I've been pretty vocal about some of my other nighttime lip balms that I have used in the past and I've loved. Do I think they're still good? Yes. But this has completely taken over my nighttime sleep lip masks. Yeah, the other ones that I've used, I've still been struggling like with chapped lips. Yes, they hydrate and whatnot, but this is so good. I will not, like, I've not touched those other ones since. I've thrown this in my bag as well. Now that I have it in my life, I am so obsessed. I love this. If you have chapped lips or you live in a dry environment like I do, as in like I live in the desert, yeah, so good. You will not regret getting this one. So good. Okay, and then the last product I have, Clarins Gentle Foaming Cleansers. This is the Purifying Gentle Foaming Cleanser with alpine herbs and meadowsweet extracts. It's for combination to oily skin, which is me. It retails for $29. They also claim that it's a new sensory experience. Purifying Gentle Foaming Cleanser refreshes the senses with the invigorating floral citrus notes of lime, fresh mint, ylang ylang, releases easily with water, and is dermatologist tested. So the texture of this is so interesting. You use it and it almost looks like it's going to be exfoliating, but it is not exfoliating. They're like very soft beads that it has in it. It smells divine, and I have really been enjoying this one with my oily skin. It has not broken me out. Sometimes with purifying cleansers I have to be really careful with because my skin can be so sensitive even though I am oily. So that is it for these 3 new Clarins skincare products. I love Clarins. They did gift these to me. Oh my gosh, I just cannot get over how amazing my skin feels right now from that overnight mask. So good. Like, hello. And it's kind of grippy, so I'm curious to see how my makeup goes on top of this. It'll be interesting to see. It just feels so nice and plump and hydrated. I cannot get enough of it. So normally I go in and I prime my skin in my bathroom as soon as I put my skincare on with the Nimya skincare. I use the oil and then the Nimya, the cream, I forget what it's called. So that's usually what I use on an everyday basis, but since that is in my bathroom, I'm not gonna go grab it. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab the Tatcha Silk canvas, which I've been trying this out again and seeing how I like it. But when I use my Nimya specifically, I use it in my bathroom, and then it has a second to soak in while I get the rest of my stuff ready. Like I said, in my everyday makeup routine, I'm just doing everything I can to hurry and get out of the door. My husband and his friend are here and they're like wall mounting our TVs, which is fantastic. So if you hear any noise in the background, that's probably what it is. But they just ran to the store and they had to cut the power because they were doing some drilling and whatnot, and like the garage door can't open because they cut the power. I'm actually surprised I have lights in here. So the first thing I do after I prime my face is I'm going to grab my brow, my brow product. It's not Patrick Ta. It is my P. Louise Hot Shot Brow Balm. I just put it in this packaging because it drove me crazy trying to stick a spoolie in there. And I'm just gonna grab my spoolie and work that through here. And I like to spend a little more time on this step just because I'm not gonna apply so much elsewhere, so it's kind of crucial that the brows look on point. But this Hot Shot product is so dang good. It holds my brows unlike any other product I've tried. Now I have a couple of different foundations that I have been loving. Okay, when I'm in a big rush, I grab the Jaclyn Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. I know that there have been mixed reviews on this, but for me, it has worked beautifully. I love it. Second is my Estee Lauder Hydra Rescue, or the Futurist Hydra Rescue. It's like a more dewy, kind of a CC cream version of my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm currently trying out the Makeup Forever HD Skin, trying to decide what I think about it. I have a little bit of mixed feelings right now. The first time I wore it, it was like amazing and bulletproof. And then the second time I wore it, it kind of like smoothed off, and I'm trying to just like keep using it to see if maybe it was the primer that I used, if it was my skincare, trying to get back to like that amazing first experience that I had with it. So I'll keep you posted. My current favorite is a combination of two products, of the Estee Lauder Double Wear and the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. The combination of these two mixed together on my skin is flawless. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 1 squirt of Double Wear, shake up the Light Reflecting, and do 1 squirt of Light Reflecting, and that usually is enough. And I'll just grab this spoolie I used on my brows and use it to mix it together. I'm just gonna grab my Rephr 31 brush, and then I just stipple this in. I love this foundation brush. So good. This combination of this foundation, I have gotten compliments on how like beautiful and glowing my skin looks, which I think the Light Reflecting Foundation does that. But the light reflecting on its own on me is just a little too slippy on my oily skin. So I found that mixing it with my Double Wear, my matte foundation, that's where it looks flawless on me. So the next thing I do is I grab my Cosmetics. It is the So Soft Terra like stick. It's a contour stick. It's straight up contour. It's cool toned. And I just apply that a little in these contour areas. Somebody outside my window screaming, "What you doing?" Now I'm gonna grab my Makeup Forever 112 Wavy, and I just press this in. You can see I did not swipe. I didn't go back and forth. I just pressed it in. I used to not do that cream contour step on a daily basis, and now I cannot live without it. So now I'm gonna grab my Jouer Cosmetics Perfecting Concealer. I'm in the color Light Neutral. Again, I don't understand the kind of negative reviews that this has gotten, because I am obsessed with it. And then I just take my damp beauty blender. I actually keep my beauty blender, well, like when I get ready for the night, I actually take my beauty blender and stick it in my bathroom. Like when I take my lashes off at nighttime, I grab my blender and then I just put it in my bathroom so it's there and ready to go. And I can just wet it and walk straight in here. And I'm gonna take this on my eyelids as like a lid primer as well. Now, I will of course grab my Givenchy powder on a little puff here, and I will set everywhere I put that concealer with this powder. Then I'm actually going to grab this powder by Beauty Creations. It's their foundation powder. I'm going to take this brush from Jouer Cosmetics that I got. I think it's actually a concealer brush. And I'm just going to tap this everywhere else where I did not put the Givenchy powder. So that is it for kind of the base. Now I'm gonna go in and bronze. I'm gonna grab my Gucci bronzer, my Tom Ford bronzing brush. I just barely tap this in, okay? And then I tap it onto the face, because this powder can get very pigmented very fast. So if you're not careful, you can almost look splotchy. So I just like to go in with just a tap and then build it up, which sometimes in the morning you almost forget to just tap it and then you're like, ah, crap, too much. I don't always have the time for this next step, but in an ideal world, I will still do this. I'm gonna grab my Scott Bourne's contour palette and I'm just going to grab Carve and Dice, and I'm just gonna stick this, I almost go like almost right on top of my cheekbone. There's that new TikTok filter where it like maps it out and it almost has like your contour go clear appear. I want to do like a video with that, but honestly, this is still where I go. But if you go right here, you can see the shadow that it creates and it kind of lifts it. It's like, I still think you should go like a little bit higher, but I don't know if it should go that high. It's gonna take my little handy dandy Amazon contour and I'm gonna take this color right here called #shade. Listen, it's all dirty because I use these products. They're not sitting there looking all pretty. No, I use them every day and I don't got time to sit here and like wipe down my palettes to make them look beautiful. Sorry, real life. Last thing, and this is like a non-negotiable now. I'm gonna grab my Lexi Beauty nose contour brush and I'm gonna grab Carve, and cause I almost feel like I look swollen if I don't do this. Now, I'm gonna take just a little on top of the tip of my nose and underneath the tip, and then I take the fluffy side and I'll take it down the sides of the bridge of my nose, and then I kind of soften those lines. And then for blush, my favorite blush at the moment is the Jouer Cosmetics Rouge Romance. And I take the Rose Ben Beauty brush. It's the C41. And my favorite colors are these two. It's Fantasy and Forever. And they're the brightest pinks, the most intimidating pinks in this palette. And I cannot get enough of them. I just do one tap of each. And I'm just gonna, love the combination of these two colors. Like, it's almost so much, but when you don't do a whole lot of makeup, it just livens up the face beautifully. If you feel like it's too much, you can grab one of these with the leftover and go like that. But honestly, it fades kind of throughout the day, so this is perfect. My favorite brow pencil is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. I use the color Ash Brown. Don't go in and draw like the upper and the lower lines anymore. More just kind of fill it in for a more like hair-like stroke. So that is it for the base. In an ideal world, that is where I like to be base-wise, because I feel like from here I could easily, like, if I am in such a rush, I can touch something up a little bit later and be fine. Or honestly, I could just throw on some lashes from here and feel acceptable. What I do a lot is I will grab, I have 3 of them now because apparently I'm now collecting them because I can't get enough, but I'm grabbing, or I use the by Mario eye pencils, and I have 3 colors. I have Deep Plum, the Perfect Brown, and Super Black. Honestly, the black and the brown are creamier than the plum one. The plum one's a little more hard to manipulate and work with. But so far, these have been amazing. I love that it has the pencil tip and then the brush on the other side, so you can just hurry and smudge it on and then perfect it with that brush. So I'll show you how I do that a little bit later, but sometimes when I'm in such a rush, it's just the pencil and then lashes and I'm out. But in an ideal world, how I would hurry and perfect this is I'm actually going to grab my Wing Goss palette. It is the Luxury Eye Palette in Imperial Topaz. And they're just very easy. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna take a mixture of 4 and 5. And this is my Refer 15 brush. Just a tap of each. And I'm gonna brush this into the crease. as the transition shade. And then when I get out towards the tail end, I kind of straighten it. So it goes, and then kind of like a little winged out like this. And I feel like by doing that, I kind of elongate my eyes and lift them. Like you can already see the lift that's happening on this side. Of course, it doesn't have my standard highlight shade, so I'm gonna grab my Viseart 04 Ivory. I'm just gonna grab this Morphe 167, and I'm gonna take it right under the brow bone. This is a non-negotiable. Actually, this step is non-negotiable. I do this regardless. And then sometimes if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to put on any eyeshadow, I'll take some of that Gucci bronzer and then brush it through the crease. I'm just taking this like right on the inner corner. You can kind of see I kind of swooped it up here. And it's gonna give me a wider eye effect and make me look a little more awake on those 4:30 a.m. days. Now I'm gonna grab my Rose & Ben E28, and I'm gonna take a mixture of 2 and 5 actually. And I'm gonna kind of deepen up the outer corner of the lid. And when I was watching Wayne Goss talk about this eyeshadow palette, he was saying how he was making it kind of for more mature skin, but for like ways that you could like work with all the colors and blend them together, like mix them to create more color combinations. I'm gonna grab this Morphe GH42, and now I'm gonna grab shade 1, and I'm gonna take this more kind of on the inner part of the lid. If you look closely, you can see it kind of has a little more of like a yellow undertone to it, but such a pretty shimmer. And I'll just take it on like that inner half. And then on my E8 or my E28 brush again, I'm gonna go alone in with number 2 and kind of marry all of that together. It's actually a very pretty light taupe shade. It has a light shimmer to it. What just happened? I don't know. I'm gonna grab number 6 here. You can see I've used it. I even had like a little bit of black fallout into there. I'm just gonna take it on my fingertip. You can see that it's almost a wet looking shimmer, but they're little flecks. And I love to just put this like right into the center and almost even like drag it up for a more blown out effect. So beautiful. But when I'm in a rush, I can like lay this all down in like a minute and a half. I'm just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Obviously it's taking me longer because I'm explaining it, but of course I'm going to show you the more drawn out version and explain it. I'm going to grab my Rephr 03 brush, and I'm going to mimic my transition shade. I'm going to take number 5 and number 4, mix them together, and then use this on my lower lash line. I'm gonna grab my By Mario pencil in the perfect brown, and sometimes I will line with just that the black shadow. Or if I want to deepen this up even more, I'll even put a little bit black into the outer corner. But you can see how I can kind of drag that and create a wing with it. Okay, so you saw how easy that was. I could smoke it out. Do they match 100% at this moment? Probably not. And then, honestly for me, it's faster for the lashes if I apply a Farrah Falsies because I don't have to sit there and do a couple of layers. I have really been enjoying this new Milk Rise Mascara. I got the new viral Max Stack mascaras. So I have the Micro and I have the Mega. So I was hoping that I could use this like Mega on the uppers, Micro on the lower, but I have worn it. I'm so sad. it transfers onto my under eye area. So if you are oily and you struggle with mascaras transferring, this is not going to work. I was hoping it was going to be like MAC Giga Black mascara and not transfer. So that is my experience with that little on the side situation. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Mega on the upper lashes. And I've already had false lashes on today, so I always feel like when you try to apply mascara again after you've had falsies on, it's kind of like a lost hope. I've always felt like I've had decent lashes. I don't have the most amazing long thick lashes, but there's definitely some length there. Just gonna apply some false lashes with my sassy glue. These are my 3D Foam Ink Ardell 858s. And I've actually had this pair for like a month and a half. It's like sometimes you get a pair and they like break after a couple of times of wearing them, and then you'll get like a really good pair like this, and they'll last forever. And then from here, I'll just grab my Peach Lily Glass Skin Setting Spray. This was a Jouer Cosmetics blame. But I've really been liking it. I'm gonna show you the MAC Stack Micro, because it actually applies beautifully on the lower lashes. It just transfers on me. Like, I'm actually super sad that this transfers as much as it does. And then this is about usually where I stop. I might apply like a lipstick, a different color to like suit my mood. But honestly, I've really been digging like these right now. So I actually have another one too. I have 3 of the By Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums. I have Rose Glow, I have Mauve Glow, and then in my purse I also have Bear Glow. I'm gonna do Rose Glow today. And then I've also been enjoying this too. This is the Naturium? Yes. Is the Fido Glow Lip Balm in the color Jam. If you want a little bit more pigment, this is a really pretty one too. Okay, you guys, so that is it for my like kind of everyday, quick, get out the door makeup routine. This is just what I do when I'm in a rush and I need to be somewhere and I want to look flawless. This will take me, depending on how fast and how motivated I am that day, 10 to 15 minutes. And if I skip the eyes, I can do it all in 5. As in, like, if I don't do the eyeshadow, if I just put on the eyeliner and a little bit of bronzer in the crease, then I can be out the door in 5. So that is it. When I do this look, I feel perfected. It's like the icing on the cake where it's just enough, where you still look like you, but just, I guess, more flawless, more perfected. I really, really love this little Wayne Goss palette. Well, anyways, this is what you see a lot in like my reels and my TikToks as well. So there is that tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give a big ol' thumbs up. Leave any comments, requests, questions, anything down below. I love to talk to you guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification bell right there. Join the Allie Ann clan so you're notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.